Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're in the world, and welcome back to another video. It's another cooking video here on the channel. I hope you all enjoyed last week's video. That pasta ratatouille thing, smoky, yeah, it was good. So I'm hoping that this week is going to be even better, because this week I am cooking out of the Cook Slim Save book. I am doing a Basa Bake, which is basically a roasted fish bake done in the oven. So Mediterranean Basa Bake, there it is, that's what it should look like. And yeah, I'm just going to follow it step by step, how it tells you to, and then at the end of the video I'll have a taste and see if it's missing anything else. Now this is a little bit different to last week because there's not just 5 ingredients. In this one there's a few more, but that's not to worry. I need to get the oven on. Let's get that warmed up and then we'll go into the ingredients, and job should be a good one. So if you're going to put the oven on, it's 200 electric, 180 fan, and it's gas mark 6. So, and don't forget, all the description, ingredients and method are in the description box below. So let's crack on, shall we? Okay folks, so the ingredients for today's recipe is as follows. I've got some Basa fillets, these are out of Aldi and they are free on the plan. I've then got 1 lemon, some garlic bulbs, I've got cherry tomatoes there, so I've got sugar plum and orange vine tomatoes. I've got some canned potatoes, which I will just crush down slightly if needs be. I've then got some delicious looking purple sprouting broccoli, 1 courgette from the garden, and then I'll be serving that with some sugar snap peas and some green beans. So yeah, all in all, it should be an amazing, tasty looking dish. I'll get this prepped, I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like once I've prepped it all. Okay folks, so all the veggies are now prepped along with the fish. So yeah, potatoes I've just had a little squash, courgette has had a little bit of a batten, and just some odd shapes in there just for a little bit of interest. The purple sprouting broccoli is looking great. The garlic has been sliced, 2 cloves of garlic there. I've got some basil that I have just tore up, some slices of lemon and some tomatoes. As I said at the beginning, this is only going to be for 2 people, not 4, so we don't need to go crazy with the speed food. Anyway, next step is, let's get it into an oven dish and let's pop it into the oven. See you in a sec. Okay folks, so we are now ready to kind of plate everything up, dish everything in. So let's go in with our potatoes. Lovely canned potatoes there. You can use fresh, it's just the recipes ask for it to be canned for whatever reason. Let's go in with the courgette. Let's get all of that in there because it is all good speed food. And then let's go in with our garlic. Just get the garlic spread along there. And then what you want to do is we're just going to take our fry light, 1 cal spray. Just give that a good spray. And hopefully those potatoes and all that will crisp up a little bit as well. And then all we're going to do next is we're going to add our lemon wedges and the fish. So lemon wedges in each corner, and then we're going to get hold of the fish. Now I am using my hands here, but I am going to wash my hands as soon as I have touched the fish. So I've only used 1 hand. Let me just pause here while I go and wash my hands. Okay folks, so hands are now washed And we're just going to go over now with a little bit of seasoning, so a little bit of salt and pepper. I'm using some pink Himalayan sea salt, just over that fish and some of the courgettes, and some of the rainbow peppercorn. I really like the rainbow peppercorn, just adds something a little extra to the dish. Now of course, if you're going to use this for 4 people, you can cut those fillets in half, but as I have said, there's only 2 of us, so we're not going to be too bothered about that. So let's go in there with some of our tomatoes, just get those in. They're going to roast down nicely and the juices are just going to fall through the rest of kind of courgettes, potatoes and all that kind of stuff. And then all we're going to do is we're just going to put on some little bit of basil, bit of basil faulty, why not? And yeah, it's already looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. So there we have it. Now it's time to pop it into the oven for 20 minutes. So I'll come back and see you in a sec. Okay folks, so I've now moved over to the hob. I'm just going to boil up the broccoli and the sugar snap peas and the green beans, but first of all, the water's just about to boil, so I'm just going to go in there with some more Himalayan pink sea salt. Get that water seasoned up absolutely lovely. And then we're going to go in with our greens. So first of all, let's go in with the green beans and then the sugar snap. Anybody else love sugar snap peas? I used to eat all these down the family allotment when I was a kid, and I've loved the taste of runner beans, sugar snap peas, sweet peas. And then we're going to go in with our purple sprout and broccoli. And then all we're going to do is we're going to bring that up to the boil and then let it boil away for about 4.5 minutes, and everything will be lovely and cooked. And in the meantime, all I need to do is keep an eye out because the buzzer's about to go to bring the fish out of the oven. So I'll catch you all in a sec. Okay folks, so out of the oven now with our fish, and just look at that. Doesn't that look great? So it did say originally to cook it for 20 minutes. These have been in for about 25 minutes, 26 minutes. Just because I wanted a little bit more charring on some of the veggies. And obviously my green beans, sugar snap peas and broccoli are also done. So there's only one thing for it, and that is to plate it up and see if it's any good. Okay folks, so let's start plating some of this up. So let's go in with a couple of tomatoes, bits of the courgette. That said, there's only 2 of us that are actually going to be eating this. Those tatties could have been done much better. I could have boiled them and just roasted them beforehand. The image on the kind of in the book that it shows you, I don't think is really what they tell you on the recipe. However, let's not dwell on that. Let's go in there now with a slice of fish. And then, you know what, let's go in for another 2 2 tomatoes just to dotter it. Slice of lemon on top. And then let's go over with a little bit more basil, because it is supposed to be a Mediterranean one after all. Yeah. How does that look? Are we all enjoying it? It looks okay to me. So let's go. I'm just ripping the basil. Never cut basil, always try and rip it because it lets out more of that lovely aroma that we all like. So yeah, that is the dish served out of the roasting dish. And now all I'm going to do, I'm just going to go in with a side of the greens. And there we have it. And there, folks, is my lunch for today. Let's have a closer look. Okay folks, so there's only one thing more to do, and that is to delve in to see if it's actually any good. So let's go in first with a bit of the fish. Let's go for the main event. So there we have a piece of that fish. It does look good. Nice, juicy, just as a fish should be. That is good. You're getting the flavours of the lemon and the tomato that has seeped through it. That lovely crust with the peppercorn, pepper and the salt really is bringing it alive. Like I said about the potatoes, these could have been done a lot better. Yeah, they've got a nice lemony flavour. Let's go in with a bit of the courgette. The courgette seems to have done a little bit better than the turkeys. Yeah, perfect. Then I suppose let's go in for a little bit of the broccoli, a little bit of the fish, the full Monty type of thing. There we have a little bit of everything. Cheers, folks. That is a good dish. For me, obviously those little tatties could have been roasted a little bit better. Maybe on a tray, put in the oven 5-10 minutes before the rest of the dish. But yeah, really fresh, really nice. And yeah, I think I will definitely have this one again. So thank you for joining me on another cooking video. If you try this out, let me know. And I hope to see you on another cooking video again very soon. So I'll see you all then. Adios.